Speaking of character, my dad is quite the character. It's hard for me to capture everything about him in a short speech because he truly is the face of so many different people. A father, a husband, a bad comedian, a musician, an IT guy, a leader, and a friend. The list goes on, but if I were to list everything, we would probably be here until his 51st birthday. As I enter my junior year of high school, I can't help but reminisce upon the days that my dad used to walk me to school as a child. When I was in elementary school, I remember I would always grab his index finger with my whole hand and grip it as tight as I could as we walked to school every day. How quickly time has passed. Back then, all I wanted to do was grow up. To be independent from my parents and to grow up as an adult. But now, I've come to the scary realization that I will soon have to do just that. As excited as I am to finish high school, it's a terrifying reality that I will have to live alone without the wisdom of my dad to guide me. As I continue to grow older, the more I hope to inherit from my father. His sometimes cheesy sense of humor, his loyalty, his generosity, hopefully not his hair, and probably most important of all, his youthful spirit. As I'm sure many of you can attest to, no matter how old my dad gets, he will always be willing to do what it takes to have a fun time. He truly is a young man at heart. There's a few people in my life who I can say have been with me since day one, but no one can replace a father. I know that no matter what happens, he will always be by my side. He's the man who taught me how to walk, talk, write my name, do long division, ride a bike, drive a car, as well as so many other intangible things which is passed on through me, such as how to be a good leader, how to secure a good future for myself, how to live a happy life, etc. I couldn't have asked for a better role model to take after in my life. He's always been by my side, no matter how ridiculous the circumstances are that I put him in. I remember in 7th grade, I had a science project in which I had to make a model of an animal cell out of a styrofoam ball, paint it, and add other cell parts and organelles with paper and cotton and styrofoam and things such as that. Now, ordinarily, it wouldn't be such a big deal that he helped me with this project, but I remember I did not tell him about this project until the day before it was due. My dad ran out, I think, either 10 or 11 o'clock at night. He ran to get me my supplies, and he came home and he was working on it with me. It's worth mentioning that this was a huge part of my grade, and if I didn't do this project, I probably would have failed for the quarter. Eventually, when we were working, I got tired and I went to sleep. And I don't know what time my dad went to bed that night, but I'm assuming, if I had to guess, it would probably be sometime past midnight. Another instance is a few years prior to that incident when I got bit by a dog. I think it was before I went to NATA practice, but my friend's dog bit me, and I didn't tell my dad until after we came back. I could tell how panicked he was, but he rushed me to urgent care, and I think around, either 12 or 1 in the morning, just to make sure I was safe and I was okay. Moral of the story is, no matter how many times I give my dad a heart attack, he's always been there for me. That just about finishes up my speech. Thank you all for listening. Once again, thank you all for coming. We all love and appreciate you. I love you, Baba. Thanks for being here.